Hello, this video is for my year group, and I'm going to be showing you how to use this program, which is Affinity Design, to create a logo. I'm not going through all of the various processes. I'll try to show you what the basics are. So obviously I need to open a new page, and the first thing I need to do, what I'm wanting to do, is draw a rainbow shape, and I'm using my mouse to do this, so this could go dreadfully wrong, as it did. But it don't matter, because this is a special pen tool that you can adjust the line that you've drawn. So if I go to this, when I press the control button, it activates certain things like that, for example, and you can see little nodes becoming active. If you move them, you can actually make the circle a bit better. Pull that down a bit. This node here needs to go flatter. It's just a matter of playing with the thing until it gets right. Pull that out and make that a little bit rounder. And basically we've got a curve there. Once I've done that curve, I want to apply a brush to it. I've already got one set up there, but as you can see, there's lots of different ones, and if you go to this here, there's several different textures and images and other things that you can use as brushes, but we'll keep it at that, and let's just briefly show you what the difference is. So you pick one of those, whatever it is that you think's what you like, and I like that one because it's got a bit of a watercolory feel, that. And what I'm going to do is make several of them. Once we've got that as we need it, with the brush stroke, we can look at this panel here and make it thicker, make it thinner. I mean, you could have it like that. I'm going to take it down to about 60. You make it however you want to do it, and this can be done on other programs pretty much similar. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to think red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So we need 7 copies of this. So I've made sure that that's active, and I'm going to do 7 copies. duplicate, and just to make it a lot faster, I'm going to duplicate, duplicate. Well, we don't need that one because we only need 7. You might think. Seems to have created a selection for me. I don't want that. So we've got 7. So we'll go back to this one here, and then we're looking at stroke. It's black at the moment, so we're going to turn that to red. Second one down, exactly the same, stroke, orange. You see what I'm doing really, don't you? Yellow, green, blue, purple, and the last one, there you go. An idea is if you go like that, although I will have to make alterations to the size of things. I'll show you what I'll do in it. We'll just put it together and give you a rough idea. So the second one, we'll click on it and a box comes round it, and this here will allow you to adjust it so it's slightly in. You do exactly the same with all the others. Now I've got all of those, I'm going to select them all, and it's come up in the layers that they're selected. I'm going to go to layer and group them. So that's all one group now. So what we need to do is add some text. So that's this button here. They generally have a letter on most programs that do this kind of thing. So I'm going to click on that. See if we can make that a lot bigger so you can see it. what I am going to do is I'm going to type R and come away from it. So that's one individual letter. C. Again, that's one individual letter. And G. So we've got 3 individual letters there. I'm going to, if you've not already got it on, you need to go to View and Show Rules, because I'm going to use rules now. I'm going to pull, click on my left button on my mouse and keep it clicked down and pull a line down. This is where I need to start thinking about how big I want my lettering now. So I'm going to go back to that and we'll see if we can increase the size. Zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. I just want to go through a bit of a selection to see what lettering we're going to have. So I'm going to go with this particular letter style. Look for that again, Empire, and it's 96, and exactly the same again. Empire 96. We'll sit them there. Zoom in again so we can see what we're doing. Make sure we're happy with how far they are away from one another. What I then want to do is come down to here. No, don't, wait a minute, I want to find out exactly how wide that is. That's important. And then I'm going to go to this square box area. Create a line to about there. So I've created a box there, but I don't want any stroking on it at all. I do want it to fill though, but I want it to fill the same colour as the black of the lettering. So it looks like a continuation. But that's lettering, separate lettering, with a box next to it. So we want to make that all one thing. So now I'm going to go to this, and then I'm going to use my shift button and then click on that one. So it's the R and the box. Now once I've done that, I can go to this and go add. So that now is all one thing. I need to put a fill command in there, so I'll tell it to do that. There you go. So this one, I'm going to join that to that now. So we go like that, click the shift button, and it's grabbed that as well. So that's all one. And again, I'm going to do that. Grab that I've put together and grab that by pressing the shift button and clicking. So we have one object now that's a solid object. And as you can see in the layers, it's one solid object. We can now start doing things with that. We're now going to add colour to this lettering. We're going to use the fill. That opens up a box and we want gradient. We can adjust that to whatever colours we want by doing that. Remove that. I'm just going to do a basic version of the original that I did. So when you get to that there, you go to that colour, and I'm going to put a red in. I'm going to add another circle by double clicking on it, and that one I'm going to put a yellow. Make sure it's nice and bright in yellow. And this one here, I'm going to alter that to a green, a blue. So that should be enough just for demonstration purposes to show you what I've done with the more complicated final one. We'll make sure we're definitely on that layer, and we're going to go to layer effects, and as you can see, if I put this to one side and I scroll that over there a bit so we can see everything. I want to go to 3D, click on that, and you see a three-dimensional version of it. Now in the original one that I did, it has a circular blend. This is just a linear blend. Then we want an outer shadow. See if we can get it to. I think what I'll do is I'll put that up, intensity. Yeah, that's fine. That. So we'll leave that as the final end bit for the text. Let's now zoom back out. We'll bring that down here, and we'll make sure that's round about that size. Just bring it's round about there, the end bit. Just making little adjustments to then we want an edge around it, so I've clicked on this oval square. It's a square with the option to make the edges oval. I'm just going to bring that down just beyond that point. We'll get rid of the fill, and I'm then going to add a medium grey stroke to it. But I want to increase that, so I'm going to click on this that says 1p, and we're going to what is that? Oh, that sort of size. I'm going to go back to that, and you see this little node here, this little red one. I'm going to get that to go. Let's see if I can bring. Really, it's just fine adjustment stuff now, so making sure everything is the size that you want it to be. Go back to this, select the box, and we're going to put the same kind of effect around that as I did with the text. So again, it's 3D, click that, that's fine, that's done. All I need to do is put my name across there. So I'm going to go bring the text size down a bit to about 40. It's not the correct text, but we'll change that in a second. 71. Decide on a text of some kind. We'll use that. Make it, want to make it grey, so I'll go to the fill and come down here. That's like a 50% grey, and then again we'll do that same FX trick. There you go, looks nice that. I think what I will do is just go back and to the effects and add a outer shadow. make the opacity a bit stronger. Then it makes it seem as though it is actually sitting on top of the eventual piece of artwork. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that to about there. Bring that to there. And that is basically my logo done. So I hope that's been informative for you. I am going to be using this program a lot, and hopefully you'll get to know it as we go along throughout the year. So thank you for coming along and having a look. This is just a logo that I'm doing as a test. It's not my actual logo, but as you can see, it's dead easy to produce logos. So have a go at it with one of the programs that you have, and hopefully we'll see some more of you. And don't forget to keep putting your contents into our group.